Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be sharing with you how to make pimento cheese chicken. And it's actually a dish that I tried at a restaurant in North Carolina and I fell in love with it. So I decided to try and make it at home, and it turned out perfect and delicious. So if you just keep watching, I'll show you how this dish is made. So I'm starting off with some boneless, skinless chicken breast that I'm about to marinate for 2 to 3 hours, or you can refrigerate this overnight. And I'm going in with some Creole seasoning, some garlic powder, and now some complete seasoning. And I'm just going to toss that so all the seasonings get coated on the chicken. I'm also going in with a few shakes of Worcestershire sauce. I also like to put a few squirts of Italian dressing in and just mix that well. Now I'm just going to cover it with some saran wrap and place it in the refrigerator. So now onto my veggies. I'm taking some whole mushrooms and just slicing them very thinly. And this is just a blue carton that you can buy from the grocery store, and I use the entire container. I also gave them a good rinse and drained them. So now I'm just going to slice up a medium to large yellow onion, and I'm just going to slice it very thinly. And also I'm going to break it up into pieces so I don't have to do that in my pan, so it can just all saute evenly. You could probably also incorporate some other peppers and other veggies into this dish, but I'm just going to stick to the way the restaurant makes it, and that's with the onions and mushrooms. Now I'm just chopping up some red skin potatoes into even pieces before I start boiling them. You could also pair this with some mashed sweet potatoes, and I have, even for a keto option, I have eaten it with mashed cauliflower, and that was really good. So I gave my potatoes a good rinse before I start boiling them. I'm just tossing those potatoes into some hot boiling water that I've salted, and I'm going to cook them until they're fork tender. While my potatoes are cooking, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of butter into my pan, and I'm going to let that melt down so I can start sauteing my veggies. Once my butter has melted, I'm just going to toss my onions right in so they can start sauteing and becoming all nice and translucent. Actually, when I first tried this recipe, I was a little curious on how all these ingredients were going to go together, but they go together so well. And now that we're in quarantine and restaurants are closed, I am so happy that I can bring a little bit of that luxury into my home and make this recipe my own and enjoy it just as much. So now my onions have cooked down, and I'm just going to toss in my mushrooms. And I didn't add them all at once because I knew that my mushrooms will cook fast and I didn't want them to cook to a mush. So yeah, now I'm just sauteing them down until they're nice and soft. I'm just using my George Foreman to fry up some bacon that I'll be crumbling on top of the chicken. And there it is. So I wiped off my grill and now I'm just tossing my chicken onto the grill, and I'm going to cook the chicken for about 5 to 10 minutes on each side. So now we're going to start assembling our pimento cheese chicken. I just put my chicken into a baking dish and start spreading the pimento cheese on top of my chicken breast. Today I'm using a store-bought pimento cheese, but you can make your own pimento cheese if you would like. There are plenty of recipes out there for it. And now I'm topping it off with my sauteed mushrooms and onions. Spread that all over there. Next, I crumbled my bacon, and I'm just going to toss that bacon on top. And last but not least, I'm adding some shredded cheese on top. Today I'm using a Colby Jack cheese, but you can also use a mild cheddar or any shredded cheese that you enjoy. So yeah, just going to spread that all on top, and we're going to pop it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes until my pimento cheese and my shredded cheese have melted and become all gooey and nice, and then we can enjoy. So while I have my chicken in the oven, I have just added my potatoes into my pots, and I added 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just mashing it. And I'm also going to add some heavy cream and a little bit of milk. And I don't want my mashed potatoes too smooth. That's not the consistency that I like. I like a little bit of chunk in there. So you can basically mash them to the consistency that you would like. But yeah, this is what I paired my pimento cheese chicken with. I also added in a tablespoon of minced garlic and some garlic powder to make this a garlic mash. So I've taken my chicken out of the oven, and it's looking nice and cheesy and delicious. For some veggies, I decided to saute some zucchini and squash. I enjoyed this very much for dinner because it just took me back of eating out, and right now we can't necessarily go out to eat, so this was nice to have this dish at home. So definitely give it a try. I know that you will enjoy it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching.